Well, let us open in prayer. If you would, bow your heads with me. God of all, thank you for the gift of this moment. We celebrate you amidst triumphs and tragedies before us and ask you for guidance to create a community and a world where love is the heart, justice the hands, and hope the feet that move us through this world. We lift up a special prayer for Antonio Garcia, Police Chief Eddie Garcia's son, for his continued recovery, and prayerfully that he makes his prom this year. In your name, as we may know it, amen.
On January 15, 2015, Martin Luther King's birthday, we began a journey together in response to a major national issue highlighted by the deaths of Eric Garner, Laquan McDonald, Tamir Rice, and Michael Brown. Issues of race, power, and accountability led to ask, how can we move beyond our current reality to a place of greater trust and love? That place is the beloved community. With concerns in the community and concerns by police officers, faith leaders in partnership with PACT and the NAACP said, what if we start with dialogues, getting people to communicate openly and honestly? Although we did not have the answers, we believed that together we would find the solutions.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said that the core value of the beloved community is agape love. Agape love does not discriminate between worthy and unworthy people. It begins by loving others for their sake and makes no distinction between a friend and enemy. It is directed toward them both. Agape love is seeking to preserve and create community. And it was in that spirit that we identified 4 major areas to invest our time from our initial dialogues: transparency and reporting, implicit bias training, use of force and body-worn cameras, which we'll refer to as BWCs moving forward. We have made some great progress working with the mayor, city officials, San Jose Police Department, San Jose Police Officers Union, the San Jose Internal Police Auditor, and the Board of Supervisors. So far, I want you to know that we have been able to accomplish quite a bit. San Jose Police Department has contracted the University of Texas at El Paso to conduct external review of limited detention data. These are police stops that don't lead to arrests, which will help us to see any patterns of discrimination to be addressed, as former IPA Judge Cordell had pushed for. Our persistence and SJPD's work have made this a reality, and the expectation is for the review to be completed by the end of the year.
SJPD has contracted with the University of Texas at El Paso to conduct an external review of limited detention data. These are police stops that don't lead to arrest, which will show any patterns of discrimination to be addressed as So SJPD is implementing implicit bias and procedural justice training, which our team researched and recommended. This is our major step. This is a major step toward in addressing all the ways bias can affect the treatment of our community.
SJPD has also established a no chokehold policy in conjunction with the POA. And this, along with Chief Garcia promoting de-escalation training, is also helping to continue to reduce the unnecessary use of force within the police department.
In conjunction with our dialogues and follow-up meetings, city officials, SJPD, and SJPOA have agreed to implement body-worn cameras for all officers, have conducted a field test of the BWCs, and have agreed to the policies to govern the usage of the cameras.
So hopefully, as you can see, we have accomplished quite a bit together, and we do far more than dialogues. Now for what brings us here tonight. The body-worn cameras and policies are just as important as the cameras themselves that they govern, and we want to make sure that our community understands that and has input.